Hi, Jay.
You should hear.
Trying to.
They all chat with you.
Should mute my back.
Mute?
Yeah.
Mute the mic?
No, my recording.
Oh. Mute, mute then. No. What Shirin did that day, the audio comes record on here. Then you mute your mic there. Because you're standing in front here, right? Correct. But if you need phone, can hear. Actually.
Yeah, she's thinking upstairs so she can someone. Test.
The pre-order is next. Yeah. All beginner classes going to be up in front of the and try not to sit with your friends. I'm gonna stop you a little bit. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Say 1. Say 6. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. Bring your name plates, please. Your name tag. The newcomers, you can sit at the head of the table. Think for a while. See how many you've got so long. Okay. Got some of your friends that are not here just yet. Good morning, everyone. Morning. Hi. I'm Farah. Nice to meet all of you, and you guys are welcome to EY. Just a little quick gauge here. We've been here since January. Okay, February, March, April. Oh, okay. So some of you have been here for quite some time already. Okay, which is great. Okay, I see. Go. Okay, so welcome to EY. Sorry, Miss at the back. Can you click here, please? So only 3 people here. So let them make more friends. Okay, right. So welcome, and you should be very familiar already. Downloaded all your participant materials already? Yes, okay. All right, so there will the client is Summit Equipment, all right? Summit Equipment. And you will have the trial balance and also your financial statements in there. And please write your overall and electrical review. That's our first activity. And then in half an hour, I'll pick up your answers. Okay. So ready? Okay, your time starts now. Go. Okay, and how are we doing now? Yeah, is it done? Already 50%. So we're there? We're reach. Oh, what's 22? So anybody in it, the aware of, anybody in the IOP? At home? Okay, I was just kidding. By the way. Yeah, I just wanted to know how you guys felt. Was it how you feel when you guys came in, the January intake, when you came in? You have to figure that experience, saying this is what you have to do, get it done, go, during peak, you're doing, right? Why don't you share your experience? Is it the same coming in? But this is the client, get it done.
Yeah, but kind of my experience, like,
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, that's very lucky. That's very lucky. How do you guys feel? Let's have a little bit of Zipei. It has been here since January. What about Farah? You have the same name, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my is that practice that the briefing people that
Okay, that's very lucky. Okay, what kind of briefing do they give?
like the nature of the exams, the focus and how to do it.
How to do it one step by step?
This briefing.
Briefing. Very good. And it needs to show you which particular file you're supposed to open, okay? And Ravina. Okay, so how do you feel when I told you to do it and then get it done in half an hour? And then what do you do next? Completely not. Okay, when you come in? March, okay, it was March. So you've been here for a month. Has it been like that for you for the past month? Getting used to it, yeah. Okay. I think that's the first part of this particular exercise, okay? With regards to this, don't worry about your participant materials at this particular point of time. Beatrice and Vivian, don't worry about it because this is the task at all. The task is really to let you feel how we might have felt like in a rushed engagement. They won't tell you where, you have to find it out on your own. And sometimes they will just say, okay, I come back and then, how is it not done in half an hour? So I think that is exactly, I think some certain people, I think during my first time being an associate one, I had a BT. And the BT was sent to another client on his own, and he has to just perform the audit. Like, okay, here you go, this is the file, go ahead, okay, see you later, bye. Yeah, 1 week later, he has to come back with the audit results. Okay, so this is the task that you're supposed to do, and this is how you are supposed to carry yourself. There's no other way of training you. What we're learning here, everybody, is that at the end of the day, no training can actually prepare you for any amount of success that you're trying to achieve. Okay, it's all coming from you and whether or not you're going to be resourceful. In this particular training, we only have 5 days. At the end of the day, we're just going to tell you what to do, some technical skill sets, and then, but when it comes to the how, when it comes to you looking at all the issues that you're looking after, those are coming from yourself. How to problem solve, and those are all your own critical thinking that you're supposed to enter. Spot here, one more spot in front. Actually pull through. Okay, let's move on to a little bit of introductions. My name is Farah. Reintroduce myself again. I think that was just the gimmick that the guy asked me to do. Because you were supposed to be here on the first day. So yeah, and I just got to know that you have come through January, February, and also March. So my name is Farah. I'm a director here from Energy. And I'm being recorded at this moment because I'm trying to get our HRDC certified. So just to let you guys know, be on your best behavior a little bit because outside people are going to be looking at this video. And so I've been here about 14 years, 15, yeah, somewhere there. And I was out for a year to try out a role as chief financial officer of a listed company, which was really good. I loved it. But it's very risky out there. Here, you're protected somewhat. Everybody's doing the right thing. Out there, not so much. And you see, just look at the fact that one of our prime ministers was in prison. So you know the culture out there in the real world, the market. But in EY and being an auditor, you're so safe and everybody's so nice and everybody, no matter how bad things seem to be, everybody is kind-hearted and everybody is trying to do the right thing all the time. And that's really, really, really a good thing. Okay, so I have, okay, let's a bit of an interesting facts about me. I speak 3 languages. I went to Chinese school all my life. So I can read, write, and communicate in Chinese very well. So that was really helpful for me. First 5 years, I was doing Vijaya audit and I had to deal with a lot of China counterpart, and that was fun. I'm married, 2 kids. My husband is in So first activity, I would love to actually get every single one of you to actually just introduce yourself a little bit here and there. But I think the downside about it is that we do have very short timing because it's Ramadan, so we cramped a lot of things so that everybody can actually go home and focus with their family. All right, so I'm just gonna do a very short activity for icebreaker. Okay, so under 1 minute, think about one interesting fact about yourself, okay, and write it down in a post-it note. All right, and then paste it on the wall. And then if let's say if you say you have a girlfriend of 10 years, somebody have a boyfriend of 10 years, then you group it together. Okay, so we find a wall. Let's find a wall at the back. Okay, so let's maximize room a little bit. There's a big chart over there. So yeah, you can put any sort of one interesting fact. Just put it as a little there. Okay, just one interesting fact. Let's finish it under 1 minute. And one Okay, just one interesting fact, and then try to group your fact together with reference on. Any interesting fact that you're okay to share with us? One fact that doesn't have to.
One word.
Yeah. Okay, it's one interesting fact. Okay, no, it's so interesting also, never mind now, your hobby. Okay, anything, don't overthink it. Okay, there's one interesting fact. You know what, you guys get stressed out over the first activity when you talk by something. Right, talk yourself. Okay, once you're ready, you can write this down over and paste it on the big board. So that the rest of your friends can also see whether or not they have anything in common with you. Okay, with me. So then, and remind them. What's your interest? Do we have anything in common?
Is it actually?
What brand? What can you drive? You read for the climate security. But what in another country? It's very, but you which interesting things about myself. Yeah, then yeah, input it as well. It's been 14 years, guys. So for me, it's yeah, I do agree. It's about how you balance your work, instead of doing that. But one thing you learn from this particular exercise, can somebody shout out something? So with me, you would always have a chance to speak up in class, and your name is. Am I right? Yeah, but your name is. Aini. Okay, Aini, why don't you share with the class what you think about the activity that we just did?
Different people will have different.
I don't need it. I'm very loud. Okay.
Presentation will have like different preference.
Yeah, very good. Okay. You wanna pass it to your friends? Anybody? Okay, she chose Raihana. I know this is fun. What do you think, Raihana?
Judging from the fact that everyone is from different departments, so we might not actually be able to, I guess this is the time where we actually get to know one another. And I guess it's just an interesting way to start off an icebreaker.
Yes, thank you very much. Raihana, let's choose someone from this side. I like going to the back, most of the time. Zulfay, I spoke to you already. Francis.
Sorry, I repeat.
What do you think? What have you learned from the last activity we just did? And how does that relate to your day-to-day work?
Okay, hi, this is Francis. Something good would be like educate yourself on why you joining UI and what's the fun part and what you want eventually, maybe. And eventually also think of yourself like what do you want and what's your interest and what are you pursuing.
Okay, so the sentence on the board.
I think
Since you say so deeply, you know about what you want in life. When I don't know what I want in life, it's an interesting take.
let me remind of what it was.
Think about it.
Whatever.
What color was your paper? Francis.
Oh, I know. It will remind myself, even how hard is the work, you have to go for sports. And yeah, because I'm frisbee player, okay.
Oh, you're a frisbee player.
Yeah.
Very good. Which department are you in?
I have some.
Okay,
That was the first team color.
okay, right. Oh, yes, on the right. Okay, very good. Okay, frisbee player. Very, very nice. Sports is always really good. I don't know if you guys know about intra GY, where you would go against other departments. We do go head to head with the FSO as well, NMG. So we do get a little bit competitive in the same floor. But it's all love, not war. It's all good. Yeah, but thank you everybody for sharing your thoughts. But precisely what you said just now, really, it's about your own development and how you actually would completely look into yourself transitioning from student to service professional. I think a lot of people find that and then Sunway Uni or Sunway College, it's the same high school friends that went in there. And then after that, we went into the professional world, haven't grown much from the high school days. And then, but you always have to remember that this is a professional firm already. You have to get out of mindset from that situation where you think that the teacher is going to tell you all the answer. Okay, or the senior is going to tell you to put the files open, to be independent and to really think for yourself and to know what you're supposed to do at each particular point of time. Using your common sense. Of course, seniors teaching you where to do and everything, it's all good, but it's not going to be that forever. Okay, so that's the reason why it's very important for you to always know how to train yourself to think on your own 2 feet. But that doesn't mean that you should not ask for help. Huh? That's why there's a balance there. Okay, that you need to know. So superior communication skills, you will be speaking to a lot of our clients. Now, I have to emphasize this. I think this is the only year where I got 3 different clients calling me and telling me how unprofessional my staff has been. I have no idea what happened, but they will call and yell, and I don't know what happened, and I just apologize profusely for what happened. Sometimes you have to understand the client's behavior. Like I said, you might be right. Most of the time, you guys are brilliant. You guys know what you're doing, and the clients are totally dead wrong. Don't want to accrue, want to provide. They're wrong. But the way you speak to them, you have to put in a little bit of a skill set there. There's a soft skill, but if you don't hurt their ego, you've been in this job for 20 minutes, but they've been on that job for like 20 years. So you telling them they're wrong, it hurts them too. So you always have to think about that in that angle. So when you speak to them, put your humility into place, and then to speak to them and say, what do you think? Instead of you telling them what to do. So because of that, a lot of the time, I think this is the only year I had a lot of people complaining, saying that they're very offensive. And that's the one thing that I think that you have to develop on communication skills. That's why I say you guys are brilliant and you guys might be right. But at the end of the day, our clients are the one who actually pays us fees, and we have to keep them happy too. So this is a service professional. And you have to be patient as well. You have to be patient a lot as well with the clients, and especially when they're wrong and they're yelling, but it's okay. It's part of your journey and it's a character building. Okay. And from hesitant to confident, I think how many of you guys have spoken to your clients already? Independently without your seniors looking over you? Yeah, many of you. Let's get someone to share your experience with the worst clients. Anybody think they got the worst clients? To share? David? Maybe? Even to speak Chinese. Read right. Yes, David.
I just joined in March, but fortunately until now my client is very good.
Okay,
So-
which client is this?
My enlistment is excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, so my client is very good and understanding. So we do have a very good kind of client relationship bonding. So like anything between me and client, normally if there's anything I would just WhatsApp him rather than like sending like formal email. So I guess that's a very good start for my
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, yeah. Hope you can stay here longer. Anybody else? Does anybody have a GLC friend or anybody? Francis's friends? Are you in banking, Francis?
Insurance.
Insurance, okay. Let's have okay, right. I didn't see your name, so why don't you introduce yourself to the file?
My name is Alia. I really wanted to share about my client.
Yes.
I think my client is very good.
Okay. Very nice. Hi. Pretty good. Okay, nice to meet you. Which department is it?
FSO.
All right. Okay. Which client is it?
Um, uh, the recent one.
The nice one that you said.
It was only 1 week. What was the name? I forgot already.
Okay. So it's been 1 week only you've been here. Oh,
I've been here since February.
okay. Right. I see. So the nice client is 1 week. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
All right. All right. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, anybody else have like really interesting clients that they want to share? No? Okay, never mind. It's okay. It's all in good times. And I think that if you guys get clients like Epson, type of client MNCs, they're always very nice. But until you need to call internationally, sometimes the Canadians can be a bit pushy. I think in Australian as well. So I think that that's it's part of the experiences. And I think that sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. So I've been through a lot. I think GLC's companies can be very, very nice. But it takes a lot of your time because you need to coach them as well. And in a nice way, like I said. Okay. So that's from hesitant to confident. So you need to actually really, again, without bragging. Okay. At the end of the day, like I said, you need to actually put humility into picture. To a team player. Okay, so I think that most of you guys in uni, you would actually be a part of a team that you have to develop sort of like in the society or any clubs that you're in. And that's why at the end of the day, but one thing about teamwork that we have to emphasize here is that you need to make sure that this isn't about you. So you can be absolutely great. I always tell my team, I can be really great at my job, but it means completely nothing. I am nothing without a good team. Okay, so that's why at the end of the day, me knowing what I know is not enough. My whole team needs to be on the same page. So whoever that signs the accounts, the partner could be a genius, or type of partner, and they still would actually be reprimanded, perhaps. Okay, so by the end of the day, because certain individual within the team is not performing their tasks. Okay, so it's very important for you to care about your teammate, whether or not they know what they're doing. So if you see somebody doing something wrong, doing vouching wrong, bring it up. Okay, not because of the fact that you're trying to snitch on other people. We don't have that in the culture in UI because we're all very supportive because we're not very competitive. Everybody goes out together. And that's why at the end of the day, it's about you caring and then wanting to know what's the right way to do things and make sure that everybody is on the same page. Okay, so this is very important that you know this particular concept that isn't just about you, it's about the team. All right, so if there is an inspection, for example, regulators will come in and check on your file. You want to make sure that your file, okay, not just yours, your portion and your friend's portion are all equally good. If not, everybody fail together. Okay, when somebody, okay, if you get really bad findings in EY, your bonus might be just gone. Okay, and not just one person's bonus gone, it's everyone's. And that's why again, you might be great, but if you don't care about your own teammate, somebody else that caused that particular of the entire job, then you'll be equally together. Okay, and then so that's why you have to actually have this teaming concept together with your team. All right, so you have to care about them. If they can't finish the work, you have to actually assist. All right. All right, so knowledge transfer from theory to application. So most of you guys having ACCA, ICAW, so most of the time when I see them, they know all this. They get 80s and the 90s in their exam. Some World Prize winner, anybody? ACCA World Prize? Not from our firm? Okay, no worries. So, okay, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of World Prize winners, but then when it comes to them applying those knowledge, when they talk about IASs, then suddenly like, huh, what are we talking about? Like, you know, cash and bank, oh, okay. Oh, and the first 107, oh, it's from there. Oh, okay. So they didn't realize that all those things that you guys, some of you guys would actually think about, and when you actually do the exam, it's more of memorizing. And then after that, when it comes to applying theory, it's a little bit of a gap there. So you have to always think that all these things that you learn in CCA, it serves a purpose, and the purpose is now. And then whenever when you talk about IAS 37 or provision, why you need to actually provide for something or prove for something, there is a reason for it. Okay. All right. So there is a theory to application, and from highly confident to an academic setting to self-aware of gaps. Now, this is interesting. I want to know who here straight A student. Come on, don't lie, or else you won't be here. Straight A student. Yep, there we go. Yep, that's right. Factual. Oh, the rest of you guys not straight A. You have something in common with me. Yes, I am not a straight A student. Yeah. Yeah, Chinese is a little bit. So okay. Anybody pass everything at first attempt? ACCA, SAW. Or okay, yes. So the rest. There we go. All right. Top student in class. Set at one. Really? Okay, then I'm with a really great bunch. You know why I asked this question? Because most of the time, my experience is after the 14 years of doing everything, the top student have it the hardest to adjust in the professional world. Okay, because you have to understand that you will make mistakes, and they have been told their entire lives that they're perfect score, you're perfect, you're top student, you're great, and every single teacher loves them. And then so the minute they come in, then the manager say, okay, this is wrong, this have to correct. And then in their minds, it's like, I have to be corrected. Like I made a mistake. This is not good enough. Really? I'm good. So at the end of the day, I think a lot of people, when they actually have to go through that, they cannot grow. So the personal development is completely stunted. So this goes hand in hand, the skills development and personal development. So when it comes to this, so a lot of people, what I see when they're taught to the first class honors and everything, they really cannot grasp that concept of knowing that they can make mistakes and they're supposed to just be better and fall forward. Okay, be better and be better. And then the minute they get scolded a little bit, then they're like, oh, the whole world came crashing down, and then immediately resign. Right? Right? No, it shouldn't resign. It's okay, it's fine. Like I get scolded plenty of times and I'm still here. It's all good. Okay, and if I go out, then a better world anyway. So okay, so again, this is some models that we're looking at. Really, it's about having our personal development, our confidence and team development, and also knowledge transfer and skills development. It's very fast. You guys come in January, there will be review coming up next, and then suddenly you are due for A2, and then you suddenly have an A, like a bunch of A1s looking up to you and go like, what to do now? Yeah, so you have to get equipped. That's the reason why you cannot go like, but senior taught me last time, you know, and then like, you know, but because you don't know when you're gonna have a whole bunch of 5 A1s looking at you and say, what's next? And then that's the reason why at that time you will wish that all A1s are completely independent, okay, because you have your own work to finish as well. Okay, right. At the end of this course, you should be able to apply the skills and behaviors needed to successfully execute tasks within an audit, recognize the importance useful and self-starting. Okay, so the most important lessons when I went out there, to be honest with you, I actually discovered fraud. And within that specific time frame, I found the fraud at 9 a.m. With my FC, my financial controller, and then she spoke to me. And of course, she didn't really understood it. So I had to tell them this is completely money laundering. And I found it. And then 11 a.m., I was already with a 30 pager of memo, wrote it out like an audit style, completely audit style, and went and see my audit committee chair and say I found it. And wrote the, completely read the memo, he completely understood it, and then called for emergency board meeting. Okay, so, and then see what's next. And I'm telling you why this is so important. It's because every single task that you do, why? I was so grateful, 11 years of it. It's because of the fact that the memo, I have to do so many memo and I curse my manager like mad because it's just so many. But I'm grateful for him because he asked me to do all this and he corrected my memo all the time. So it became like a second nature to me. So when I had to do it, it's so fast that I actually had to come up with it. And then it became so clear. So there'll be no situation to imagine 9 a.m., 11 a.m. within that 2 hours and exactly what to do. And why I had that particular skill set is because of the fact that I cherish every single task that EY has given me here. Yeah, no matter how small, even photocopy. Okay, so it's a very important thing that you actually have to have that value in you in order for you to know the part. So apply ethical behavior just as well, and professional skepticism. So this is the part where when you go out and you find fraud, you know when to say no. Okay, so it's very nice to see the ethics part inside your textbook, but when you're faced by it, you have to know exactly what to do. And that, when it comes to preparing you, is really about the professional skepticism that you learn here. Okay. Of course, on this particular agenda, all right, we will try to finish by 5 today. All right. So we're going to have lesson 1, what is an audit? And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll cover up until lesson number 8. And that's the whole of the entire audit process up until conclusion. Okay. All right. Okay, ground rule here, very easy. Okay, so participation is expected when you're with me. We'll have a lot of other facilitators that's going to come in, different facilitators. So when you're with me, I will try my best to cover the entire class. Everybody should speak in my class and be alert. And also you'll be called on to participate and also have a material to cover this week. So please try to arrive at class on time. Some of you guys, and I would want to also mention that I'd like to have it a little bit more competitive. So if you guys contribute to the team, I will later on we do a little bit of a team name after tea break, okay, and then do a little bit of competition. And this is from my own pocket, 20 ringgit voucher for best participant and best booth. Okay, all right, my own pocket. So don't tell your friends that LND does it. Mr. LND already told me, tell them that it's from you to the other class. If they don't get this, they don't complain. Okay? All right. All right. So again, administrative items. Have you guys signed on the tenure sheet? That's very important. Evaluations later on. Of course, you know where the toilets are. Breaks, we will have plenty of them. I know you guys are very tired. I'm tired as well. And in the course, we will have to actually use this thing called the learning package is ILP, right? The program. Okay, you have your guidebook already. What does it look like? Everybody have it? Everybody have it? It's inside your expedition audit. Should be looking a little bit like this. Yeah.
So it covers a lot. Give me a second. All right, bring it over here. Okay, so there is this particular thing called guidebook. So you will see all the acronyms and everything. So it's actually quite a safe learning environment here. This is in your engagement. So it's okay for you to say you don't know this and that so that we can actually set you straight. Okay, so this is a very safe learning environment. Not the same as your engagement. You can't be saying I need this and that during like peak. All right, so okay, so you can see within this particular guidebook, they've got everything, what could go wrong, and some digital examples as well, digital work papers. Okay, so this will be really helpful for you throughout the course, especially if you're just very new to the audit as well. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, so this is the course overview. Let's play a video.
Every audit is an expedition. Any audit evidence to
Sorry.
be able to. Every audit is an expedition, and each engagement team must work together to reach the summit, an issue, and opinion. Just as each mountain is unique, each entity we audit is unique. Some are large, multinational accounts. Some are local, small business. Some have specific risks or different complexities. Regardless of the size or complexity of the entity, our global audit methodology provides us with a consistent guide and a backpack of tools and equipment we can use to execute our journey, helping us ensure we have properly planned, understood the risks, executed procedures, and evaluated sufficient audit evidence to be able to conclude and communicate our opinion. Each member of the engagement team plays an important role in the audit. The variety of experience and expertise of the team in total is what makes it successful. Alone, it would not be possible to reach the summit, but together, using EY GAM as our guide, we can pull our knowledge and resources to successfully reach the summit. This week, we will help you understand how to use our global audit methodology throughout each phase of the audit and equip you with the tools you need to be a successful member of an engagement team on your expedition. You will have a deeper understanding of the procedures assigned to you and more confidence as you go out into the field on your first real audit.
Okay, so this content is actually from Global. So I guess the people who like it, I don't know, anybody love hiking here? Yes, hiking? No, not at all. Yeah, same. Yeah. Okay. So, but at the end of the day, what we're trying to say is that this is the entire lesson. So it will look like you are going on an expedition, like a hike, and camping and everything. So there will be a lot of risk that you have to and a lot of challenges that you have to go through, and then you get to lesson 8 to conclude. Okay. So it's a simulation. It's supposed to be interesting and fun. So yes, in my past experience, it's quite fun, but depending on who are the people who is participating in it. Okay, so there is this particular thing called the Audit Academy Learning Portal. So don't know if I am part of your group chat just yet. I'm gonna drop the link to you. Okay. Try to see this particular learning portal. Okay, see the link? You guys can go to the link. You can go to staff and then see all the new staff level and then see if there are success factors here. Okay, there's a lot of things that you can actually go and learn when it comes to web, especially on the web-based learning. Okay, so explore that in your own free time. Okay, now, there is also the EY Digital Audit Launchpad. You have Canvas already. Everybody has been invited to Canvas before. Okay, Helix, everybody tried Helix before? No? Okay, Atlas, you have the link to Atlas? Yes, everybody has? Okay, I'm just going to drop the Atlas link. So Atlas, there's a lot that you can choose from. Give me a second. Okay, let me choose the UI Atlas. So a little bit on the UI Atlas navigation. Put through Atlas. You can go to Atlas here. This is the home channel. Do you see the word global here, everybody? Okay, you see the word global here? This is a global channel, okay? Why does it matter? This is the channel that you choose, which one and everything. It's because there are a lot of templates, okay? And templates, when it comes to global, for example, engagement letters, auditors report especially, okay? They're all different, okay? So you have to choose especially when it comes to you wanting to look at our local stuff. So if you are working on a international one that's going for PCAOB such as Shell and I think Nestle and all these particular clients, they're all global. So maybe you want to go for global channel, but you should go for a Malaysia one because it's very important for you to know the local requirement. Okay. Okay, choose Malaysia. And then you'll find all the content or templates and everything are localized here. Okay. Why is this important? Okay, I'm going to tell you a horror story in the past. Okay. I got this one particular A1 in the past during inspection. You have to understand, UK, when they sign accounts, when the partner sign, they only sign for group. They don't care about company level. Okay, unlike here, where every single company level one need to sign. Okay, so we're so rushed. We've got 50 accounts to sign by end of February. Okay, most of the time that's very easy for us. Okay, first, and then when you sign the group account, the partner has to sign and apply. Apply means to provide opinion on the financial statements. Okay, to apply on both group level and company level, both. So one particular A1, I think, very good. That goes into, okay, this is after the partner has reviewed, manager has reviewed, everything has approved. This is just partner need to sign. So this particular person went up and never bothered to even ask. Okay, went online to find auditor's report template. Okay, and then took the auditor's report template from global channel, which only applied on the group, doesn't have any company. Okay, that particular inspection actually you failed the partner. Okay, so that's such a big deal, and the partner has all the evidence to say that I've already approved the one, but when I signed, it's actually accidentally somebody went and changed. Okay, so that's why it's very important. Over here, I need to emphasize, while it's good for you to actually wanting to change things, you cannot change, especially when something that's partner has already approved, then you go and like, find out, because I think that maybe Magic go like, okay, go independently, go and find out, go and check whether or not latest template are updated or not. And then so the person just update it and then submit and give it to partner to sign. Okay, that's such a big mistake. So that's the reason why when it comes to you using this Atlas, try to make sure, and sometimes when you want to go into a certain link that somebody gave you, it's going to be global, because this particular deck is actually from global. Okay, So in Assurance Advanced Academy, something that Kelvin is leading together with me, we come up with localized learning content. So that one, you would have audit booster classes and a lot more things that you can actually learn from. But global, normally, they will actually give you the link to the global channel. Okay, so be extra careful because the template is not going to be the same. Okay, and the minute you use the wrong template, it sounds very easy. Sometimes engagement letters can all be wrong as well. But it is a big deal. Okay, so this is how you navigate EY GAM. Okay, this is the whole entire atlas. We will go through this later on, and you will have the chance to play around with it later. Okay. All right. Okay, one thing new about us, because we do a lot of data technology. Later on, I'll show you the GL analyzer as well today. But because it gets it will hang sometimes because a lot of data goes in there. And I do a lot of data audit as well for my engagement. So whenever I go to Excel, sometimes it will kind of lag a little bit. So data privacy and security, this is very important. Okay, because we invested a lot in our technology, we have a lot of clients' data as well. There's a lot that you have to do. So I think the latest I hear from the data champion, Billy, you guys know him. It's very important for you to know. He told us that it is actually not good for us to, we're not allowed to keep that you know this and beware of scams as well. Okay, right. So this is something that you need to be extra careful with. And then do you work at Starbucks or a coffee shop a lot? Yes. Yeah, okay. Try not to do that. The Wi-Fi there is not secure. Okay, try to use your own personal Wi-Fi. If even if I'm in a hotel, if it's not secure, I use my own personal Wi-Fi hotspot so that people cannot try to go into our data as well. Okay, so it's a lot to do with network security. So it's very important for you to also be extra vigilant about this. Okay. All right. So again, so what is an audit? This is our lesson 1. Okay, we're gonna just dive right into it. Okay, so the learning objective for this, okay, have a little bit of a go. Recognize the objectives of an audit and how it can add value to our clients. Recognize the importance of using professional skepticism, maintaining independence, and demonstrate ethical behavior when executing an audit. Identify how financial statements are compiled and management's responsibilities for the preparation of financial statements. So audited accounts, whose responsibility is that? Whose responsibility is the audited financial statements? Those draft accounts. Management, very good. Okay, so not us, we are in charge of just the auditor's report. Okay, please be mindful. And identify the role of various members in the audit team. Okay, so most of you guys, have you guys dealt with TARAS before? Not yet. TARAS is our tax team. So some of your audit, you might actually have your tax team to deal with you. IT team, IT audit team. We tried working with them before? No? Okay. Very lucky bunch. And IT audit and SAT, any valuation expert you have to deal with? No? Okay. Soon, very fast. You will soon learn to deal with all these other departments to actually get clearance from them before you sign accounts. Okay. So this learning objective is for this lesson, and also identify what EY GAM is. I showed you a little bit just now. So where to find it and also how to use it and to enable you to assist in the audit engagement. Okay, so let's play a little bit of a game. Warm up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, so you'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Shadow, your answer? An audit is a systematic and what series? Brian, come on. What series? Okay, the first one I'll give you, okay? Because I also didn't know. Okay, so it's independent series of procedures performed and in accordance with 5 marks. Normally it's just 1 point. In accordance with the financial framework, close because it's an audit, so okay. Yes, auditing standards. Okay, so I'll give you 5, 5, 5. So 2, 4, and 2, 3, and 5. So 5 marks, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay. Okay, so that's all for the bonus mark. After this, it's just 1 point, guys. All right, so okay, auditing decided to obtain what? Reasonable assurance, so everybody get 1 point. And then assurance that the what? Not financial statements, huh? Because you already have the what in a company's financial statement. The what in the financial statements. Try. 2. What? 2 things. What and what? Okay, yes, who said? Auditor figure, who said? Okay, right, Beatrice is right. Okay. What is figures and what? Very good. Is Beatrice. Beatrice again, very good. Got a genius here. Beatrice. Okay. The amounts and disclosures in a company's financial statements are free of. Okay, this one. Okay. All right. So that's very good. Okay. I think this is very important that you just quick recap here. At the end of the day, it's our job to make sure that the numbers in the financial statements is free of material statements. Okay. All right, so this is just a very short introduction as to how the flow of transaction is. So some of you guys might already caught on to this already, but at the end of the day, what we're looking at is source documentation. When your client is doing whatever they do, buying things, that is what we call source document. Okay, so when you vouch the things, it's always have to looking at this particular source documentation. So most of the time, even up until today, when we talk to PPD, our technical team, what is a source documentation? You have to be very clear as to what exactly you have. Client has what? Contract, invoice. What is it that they have? The source documentation, you have to understand, using that source documentation, they will then put into the transaction level data. Okay, they can put all these particular customer account data, vendor account data, and then after that, it will actually come up with this general ledger. Okay, so you have to understand the source to come up with all these particular input. All right, and then here is where your input for journal entries is. Okay, and then you come up with all the information that you need in order for you to prepare the financial statements. So the financial statements that don't come from thin air. Okay, it comes from a source document. It will then flow into the GL. The GL will then flow into the trial balance. Okay, this is where you get every time you get new client, and then they will give you a trial balance. Right or Alia? When you get the client, they will give you a trial balance, and then you actually start keying figure, right? And then if not, you would actually use the digital way where you actually extract those data and then they will input the figure for you already. Okay, so that's anybody do digital audit already? Yes. Oh, okay, Beatrice. Yeah. Okay. So I think the digital audit is better, right, Beatrice? Is it better?
If you understand.
Okay. Meaning what exactly? Can you share with the class a little bit? It's different. I think that not everybody has this the experience. Okay, go ahead. Share your experience when you get the data. What happens?
Actually, what I did is a bit hard for me because I did three-way coordination.
Yes.
Required by the manager.
Yeah.
So what you really need to do is you have to populate the data correctly. There are some settings you need to understand how to get the data presented correctly in a way that you can really analyze from the data presented in the system.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to understand how to really drill down what causes the variances or the correlation difference on three correlation. Etc. Like what can use for test of control and what can use for test of details.
Okay.
I think that's all.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody, round of applause. I think it's a really interesting feat that you've already done three-way correlation at your first 3 months, and I think that's very, very lucky. And I think that with regard to this, that is the way forward about it. We want to do a little bit more digital so that you learn about three-way correlation in the future, I hope. And if you don't cover during this particular session, there's a lot more sessions that Billy can cover in the digital audit. And I think our audit booster classes will cover some as well. Okay. All right. Let's go into trial balance. And then from the trial balance here, it will go into your financial statements. Okay. All right. Have you seen the financial statements before? Yes. Can I have a little bit of enthusiasm? Yes. We've seen it. Yes. And the report, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so annual report. Okay, it's very important that you know that there is this existence of annual report, because before all the managers come screaming at me, I will have to discharge my obligation. You can find your previous annual report. If it's a listed company, go to Google, find whatever holdings were had, put in annual report, it will come up. And inside that particular annual report, you can read all you need with regards to that group that you're auditing. Okay, so if they say, what does the annual report say? Don't say, where do I find it? Great. Okay. All right, so this is what the typical financial statements look like. At the end of the day, we just have to make sure all these numbers. So imagine in the darkest moments, the only thing that we have to do is to make sure all these numbers are correct. That's all. That's how simple our job is. Okay. And if we get it right, great. And that's the expectation. If we get it wrong, really too bad, but we just have to face it and be honest about it. Okay. But the good news is no one dies from it. So, which is good. Okay. Not like doctors. So we're still fine. Right. Okay. So let's look at our activity 1. You have your ILP already with you. Okay. So this is for real. Not like in the morning where I'm trying to test you. Open your participant materials. You have to unzip the folder first. Okay, unzip it first, and then only you can get into the ILP. Right, all around, it would be like Yogi or Ariel. I think some of you guys have already counted. I guess after my, it's a shock there where everybody get very nervous as to where they are. Get to your ILP, right? Let me show a little bit. It will somehow look something like this, everybody. Are you guys on this particular part already? Yes, got it? Okay, you can only open this through going through your ILP 104, and then you press story here. Okay, double click on the story, and then you cannot double click on this story, by the way, if you don't unzip it first. All right, you need to first unzip it. Okay, let's see. Here's your ILP, and then how do you unzip it is sometimes what will be helpful is that you would actually go into bring it over to your desktop and then unzip it. Okay. I'll show you my desktop for some reason. Okay, just right click on it, then you will find a unzip. Got it. Are you guys there already? Okay. So you right click on it and then you can choose to extract all. Or to choose a desktop. Okay, so there is a big file that you can just put your name, whatever name you want. Yeah, you can't because you have you unzipping. So you're opening from zip, which you have to cross it. Yeah, right. Click first. Press click your and then extract okay, so it will take some time. Unzip your folder first. So do it for all your ILPs. I know you got 4 of them. Okay, this is very good. Very good. In the words, right? For everyone. Great, great for breath and how we do here. Oh no, not stupid. Everybody's with the name Francis. Used to be there fix France. Whenever it's such a it does. Okay, I was trying to extract it. I think that no, you have to insert one by one. Cannot add it. One by one. This one, and then do make sure that it's not the downs of the wall. And then crack the wall. Put your tension into the surround. And then just put it on your desktop or something. What happens? If you already download something, can you choose another file? And then yeah, the file.
You done this, right?
Number 1 first. Make sure you mark it, and then put it in. Okay, try to do that. Friends, please. Thank you. So for those of you who's already done. Yeah, let's take about a minute. Whoever that's already done, please download all those files. Okay, yeah.
All right, so you will see there's a financial statements and try to answer the question from the PM, participant material. Okay? Okay, once you choose, you will want to actually look at. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let me drag this away for a little bit. So you will see this PM1. Okay. You're given 10 minutes to do so. So you gotta be fast because we are looking to have lunch at 11:10. So that you don't get caught with other people. And you just quickly come up and then 12:10, you can finish everything by 1 o'clock. So you can come back on time. So we're looking to have lunch at 11:10. Okay, so that's why it has to be fast. Anybody else, are we okay with the?
Download it, include it, the next one. Put it in its folder, the zip